This video is about you know what? I don't even remember. So let's get into it.
Mountain Home VA is under investigation amid allegations of sexual harassment and
Orgies. this video is about orgies. So the VA, okay, the VA, and I'm talking about the actual VA. They were having orgies, okay? They were straight up having orgies. Um, I don't know how else to say that. They were having orgies.
assault. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Casey Marler. A pair of letters from the House Committee on Veterans Affairs published late last week reveal an investigation into reports of inappropriate relationships going back to January 2020. Those letters say VA Secretary Dennis McDonough first notified the committee of the allegations on July 16th, and that local VA leaders failed to properly address reports of sexual misconduct.
Those allegations came less than a month after
What the
Mountain Home's
fuck happened?
director and associate director were reassigned. News Channel 11's Catherine Simpson joins us in studio to explain the allegations and the VA's response. Catherine?
Sarah, Casey, Illinois Congressman Bost's letters to VA Secretary McDonough reference inappropriate workplace relationships and harassment, but the details have been redacted. A letter from the House Committee on
Okay, so listen.
Veterans Affairs.
Look, the details may have been redacted, but I'm going to tell them to you. They were fucking, like all of them, they were fucking. Like there was just like a couple dudes that was like basically every woman that worked up there, they was fucking. It was crazy. And then they end up like with the few dudes that they had and the women, they end up having an orgy at the VA. I don't even know how you got that many depraved individuals together to work at one place. To where you have over 32 people fucking in the office. Or they fucked out of the office. I don't know. But anyway, like people that work in the office fucking. Like that's just insane to me. It's insane. Anyway.
Chairman Mike Bost revealing, quote, alarming allegations of sexual harassment and inappropriate relationships between a subordinate and a supervisor at Mountain Home VA.
Right.
Bost wrote in his first letter on July 25th that then Director Dean Borsos and then Associate Director Dr. Colleen No initially dismissed the complaints. Both Borsos and No were reassigned in July. At the time, a VA spokesperson told News Channel 11 the reassignment resulted from allegations of, quote, wrongdoing and failure to follow proper procedure for investigations. Borsos has since resigned his position with the VA.
My thing is, like, reassigning people that are that depraved to let an orgy happen on their watch doesn't address the issue. That just moves the problem to somewhere else. Address the problem. Why are veterans not getting their money? Because y'all too busy fucking each other. That's why.
The allegations didn't stop there. Late last week, Bost published a second letter citing new information from whistleblowers revealing more details and adding allegations of sexual assault. Quote, this new information is extremely disturbing and leads us to believe there may be a serious culture problem at Mountain Home VA, Bost wrote in his second letter.
What the? Next video.
Both letters included requests for documents for a committee-led investigation. We reached out to the VA for their response to the letters. A spokesperson told us that the VA had responded.
Yeah, they're probably going to respond by sending you the porno. No, somebody in that room had to be recording. How the VA in Mountain Home on some Diddy shit? Not over there Diddy partying. That's crazy.
to each of the committee's questions by August 23rd. They wrote in part, quote, VA does not tolerate sexual harassment or sexual assault. We are treating these...
Man, shut up. Y'all ain't no different than that fucking school, bro. Y'all ain't no different than that school talking about some, oh, we don't accept that type of behavior and blah 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 as an organ and whatever. What the fuck ever. What the fuck ever.
Allegations with the utmost seriousness and have moved aggressively to investigate them and will take swift and appropriate action. Multiple VA agencies, including the Office of Inspector General, are currently investigating the allegations. The VA added that a special risk assessment team will conduct a facility-wide review at Mountain Home. Sarah, Casey.
Thank you. U.S. Senators for Tennessee Marsha Blackburn provided a statement to News Channel 11 about this investigation. She said in part, quote, the allegations of sexual harassment and sexual assault at the VA Medical Center in Mountain Home are serious and disgusting. And American taxpayers
deserve an immediate answer. Yes, we do. We do. My hard-earned dollars are funding Diddy parties in the VA. Make it make motherfucking sense.
deserve thorough and immediate answers from the Inspector General's ongoing investigation, end quote. New at 5, the investigation of reports of sexual misconduct.
Oh, this is further coverage. Yo, this is these some good clips. I did pretty good. I did good.
At the James H. Quillen VA Medical Center, just one of the instances of what the chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs calls mismanagement and misconduct at VAs across the country.
Chairman Mike Bost says it's the committee's bipartisan responsibility to make sure the VA is properly serving veterans. The full committee held its first oversight hearing today. It was...
We don't need y'all to serve, but we need y'all to serve, if you get what I'm saying. We don't need y'all to serve, we need y'all to serve. You get what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, they over there serving, but we need them to serve. You get what I mean?
Entitled Accountable or Absent, Examining VA Leadership Under the Biden-Harris Administration. News Channel 11's Karen Jenkins listened in on the hearing in D.C. and tells us more about what was said about the state of the VA, specifically Mountain Home.
Well, guys, the hearing was more than 3 hours long, and in his opening statements, Chairman Bost got right to the point, saying that his committee has been...
His committee has been what? You've been caught red-handed. You've been caught red-handed in probably the craziest scandal in VA history. That's what it is. You've been caught red-handed in the craziest scandal in VA history.
Diligently investigating mismanagement, misconduct, and ineffectiveness at VA medical centers across the country.
Yeah.
Congressman Bost says a common theme among the investigations is lack of accountability and leadership that is not punished for wrongdoing, but in his words, shuffled into another office while still collecting the same large paycheck. Bost alleges that's exactly what happened at the Mountain Home VA in Johnson City.
One of the despicable examples for such misconduct are the recent sexual harassment and sexual assault allegations coming out of the Mountain Home, Tennessee VA Medical Center. Employees who work...
You know what I don't understand? Like, there are all these people that aren't in the workplace that you could fuck. Why not fuck them? Why not try to be with them? Like, really, you gotta fuck your coworker. Like, you could pass on fucking your coworker. You could pass on that. You ain't gotta fuck your coworker, man. You ain't got to. You can chill out on that. That's your coworker.
This facility have outlined at least 3 different instances of alleged sexual harassment or sexual assault that occurred within the facility. If this was not bad enough, the Mountain Home VA leadership allegedly knew about some of the allegations for nearly 6 months.
Hold on, I need to hear that again.
allegedly knew about some of the allegations for nearly 6 months.
So y'all let it go on for 6 months and ain't did nothing? I'm sorry, but that's insane. That's insane. 6 months? Six months? Nah, dog. Nah, dog.
But never intervened.
In letters recently made public, Bost further explained, writing, the complaints in question were dismissed by then medical director Dean Borsos and then associate director Dr. Colleen No. Both Borsos and No were reassigned to another facility in July. At today's hearing, the Undersecretary of Health for the Department of Veterans Affairs says these concerns are being addressed and encourages anyone with complaints to make sure they take their issues higher than local leaders if necessary.
But where we are seeing shortfalls on the list of the facilities you mentioned, a common theme is, problems were lingering. Medical centers didn't necessarily raise those issues to VISNs, which means they don't get to our attention at headquarters. That just can't happen. We have to be internally transparent so that we can be externally transparent to veterans in this community.
So look, here's what you do. Your reporting system, whatever your reporting system is for sexual assault, remove it from local leadership. Make it immediately a higher authority has to make the final decision. And like no gathering of the facts by local, no. All of it, all of the whole process happens above your leader. You can't trust you can't trust any of them. Fuck it. Can't trust any of them. Can't trust any of them.
Other concerns discussed at today's hearing included patient safety, critical skill incentive.
Yeah, critical skill incentives. Probably like, some the wait times and all and something else. That's probably it.
The House of Representatives Committee on Veterans Affairs is providing an update on an investigation into the Mountain Home VA. Mountain Home VA in Johnson City has been at the center of an investigation into allegations of sexual misconduct and harassment, among others, that date back to 2020. The House committee says the allegations were first brought to their attention in July of this year. Mountain Home VA's former director and associate director both were reassigned amid the investigation. The former director resigned altogether.
Oh my God. Anyway, I'm trying to walk us down. I'm trying to walk through there, and I can't walk through the facts because my stupid computer wanted to do something else.
Bonus payments and lack of employee confidence at VA facilities.
Right.
A VA spokesperson locally provided a statement to News Channel 11 that says, in part, they are treating these allegations with the utmost seriousness.
Yeah. We'll believe it later. So look, anyway, here's the update. This year.
The House of Representatives Committee on Veterans Affairs is providing an update on an investigation into the Mountain Home VA.
Yeah.
Mountain Home VA in Johnson City has been at the center of an investigation into allegations of sexual misconduct and harassment, among others, that date back to 2020. The House committee says the allegations were first brought to their attention in July of this year. Mountain Home VA's former director and associate director both were reassigned amid the investigation. The former director resigned altogether a few weeks later. The House committee says the VA has provided them with more details about the allegations.
Anytime somebody resigns and doesn't fight for their job or doesn't fight through the allegations, you know for a fact that they were complicit. Like they were literally complicit in what happened. And they literally probably told them, look, if you want your retirement, resign. If you don't want it, fight it. Either way it goes, we're going to win. We're going to get a W. So him allowing this person to resign, it's just like police officers that are allowed to resign in the face of like public scrutiny and doing illegal things. It's just to save their pension.
Information shared with the House committee reportedly shows sexual relationships and misconduct did occur on VA property in Mountain Home.
Okay.
To the committee's knowledge, some senior leaders who were aware of the explicit activity are still employed by the VA, and they're continuing to wait for new information to determine appropriate discipline.
Oh, what's up, man? Thanks for coming back, man. Thanks for checking back in. I should probably like promote the fact that I'm alive, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People jump in, they jump in. You know, I'm mainly a YouTuber anyway. So listen, here's what happened. Congress investigates widespread sexual assault at Tennessee VA facility. You get emails? You get emails? That's how that works? You get emails that I'm live? Really? I didn't know that. That's crazy. But anyway, 12 staffers allegedly participated in an orgy. One official reported a 32 reportedly bed 32 coworkers. Oh, so he slept with 32 of his coworkers?
Or a current event. Is it appropriate for VA employees to have sex with each other at work?
Absolutely not.
Is there a policy that prohibits that?
I can't identify a specific policy, but it's absolutely against our values.
I can. It's Directive 5019.02, the Harassment and Public Safety Incident Policy. Okay, you can check that. So why is it that we have at least 50?
So I want to say this, right? If you want to date your coworker, right? And as long as it's not an up and down type thing where you're in a superior position than them, and you're able to like 32, yeah, bro, he slept with 32, bro, 32. He was getting busy. Like as long as it's consenting adults, because that's who's working, right? It's consenting adults, and y'all want to have a relationship, and y'all want to get married. Because 9 out of 10 people meet their spouse from either work or from an organization they're part of, or y'all frequent the same store. Like there's always some circle of like, it makes sense why y'all are together, right? The online thing is very rare, and it works out very rarely. I think my main concern here with this is that nobody, and I mean nobody, like even attempted to stop this. If you're a superior, if you're the supervisor, you can't fuck the people that are underneath you. You can't do it. You're in a position of power.
Mountain Home, Tennessee VA employees who have allegedly had sex on the VA property. They've not been disciplined.
First thing I'll say, Congressman, is that those actions are reprehensible, extremely inappropriate. And as you know, the same time that I found out, I had you on the phone telling you about this within 2 days. And so I just wanted to thank you for working with us on this and for working with our staff to hear them out.
He heard about the 32 the 32 coworkers and orgies, and he was like, hey, I need to sit on this for 2 days. Hosting a Diddy party at work. Oh God, bro. He hosting a Diddy party at work. Bro, that's so crazy, bro. Oh, Diddy party. Take that, drink this. Take that. Oh man. Bro, I promise you, look. 32 coworkers, bro. Man. Like I like sex, but there's no way 32 people. There's no way. Even if it was divided in half and there's 16 women, bro, I'm not smashing all 16 women. I'm not doing it.
We also have seen every implicated person leave the VA, resign. And an investigation is underway across all of the leaders and individuals involved here, from the Office of Accountability and Whistleblower Protection and the Inspector General, who recently
Somehow McDonald's wouldn't even let people get close to 3. Hey, McDonald's ain't playing that, bro. They were like, you gonna flip them burgers and you gonna dip them fries in that grease. We got money to make. Oh, I need to listen to what he said again.
We also have seen every implicated person leave the VA, resign. And an investigation is underway across all of the leaders and individuals involved here, from the Office of Accountability and Whistleblower Protection and the Inspector General, who recently completed an investigation. So we are doing our best to hold all involved employees accountable as appropriate after these investigations conclude. And we are doubling down on trying to change the culture at Mountain Home, especially with regard to sexual harassment. Everyone takes the white ribbon pledge when they swear into their jobs in the VA, but they have to act on it. They have to live those values. And as of this point, 98% compliance with that training is in place at Mountain Home. This is not going to be just one training. It has to be a culture that continues to be instilled, and we hope to fill the medical center director job very soon.
Is that director from that medical center who has been detailed somewhere else? Are they still employed with the VA?
The associate director is still employed while the investigation is still completed. That's the due process that we have to follow.
VA recently stated in a news article, employees who are involved in any wrongdoing are no longer with the VA. Is that true? If you just said, so the director apparently was not involved, correct? Except for the fact that had knowledge.
There were concerns about appropriate response upon hearing the allegations. So remember, this isn't just about not committing these horrendous acts. It's about when you hear about them as a leader, you take action to protect the involved employees. Okay. So that was the concern there. The director, for the record, voluntarily resigned.
Okay.
There is still an official who is still undertaking an investigation to really understand what the truth is behind what happened. So that one official remains employed while that is happening.
Ranking member, do you have any follow-up?
That's his face right here says it all. This is how I felt when I heard that story. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Like what in the Cialis is going on? There's no fucking way. That can't. That can't be. That can't be. That can't be. I got